はい、フィンチ家の奇妙な屋敷で起きたこと。フィンチ家の奇妙な屋敷で起きたことをやっていきます。2時間ぐらい、2時間から3時間ぐらいなので、ちょっとやってみようかなと思いました。どんなゲームかはちょっとわからないけど、雰囲気ゲーらしいですね。とりあえずこれをめくれと。どうすればいいんだ。
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
お、早速これサウンドってなるほど、日本語とかにはできないのか。戻れる。
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
特になんかできるわけではない。X ボタン Y ボタン。Y ボタンがメニュー。LE
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Hmm. グラフィックはなんかのっぺりしてるね。
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. 新聞が詰まってる。 I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
行方不明の兄弟とすでにお亡くなりになった兄さん。家族のほとんどが死んでるっていうのだけちょっと読んだんだけど、綺麗、結構綺麗。
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
遺言と一緒にってことはすでに母親も亡く
Maybe
なって
she
い
thought
る。
I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Breaking back. The Finch. フィンチ家。これはどっち行けばいいの？こっち間違ってるよね、絶対。探索好きはさ、こっち行きたくなるよね。こういうことやってると2時間じゃ終わらないんだろうな、きっと。きっと何もないんだろうね。暗い。配信だと何も見えないかも。 暗すぎない？
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
ちょっとよく分からなかった。戻ってくるとは思わなかった。マップがないから迷いそうだな。ウォーキングシミュレーター。
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
あたかも今にも何か言いかけているかのように。あ、一輪車。座ることもできない。L1 と L2、L トリガー。どっちもアップになるんだけど、それ以外の動作はできない。こっち側がさっきの道と。そうなのか？暗い。配信だと何も見えないはず。綺麗だぞ。
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
探索してたから演出の雰囲気を台無しにしてしまった。
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband.
イーディとはこれは
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
落ち着かなくさせた。落ち着かない。居心地が悪いってこと？めっちゃ行方不明の兄弟が。兄弟の張り紙が落ちてる。
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Afraid of the house. 恐れてた。裏庭。何か覗き穴のようで。
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
ちょっとよくわからなかった。昔からブランクあると。猫。ここから入るの？
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
輸入のドアを、11歳の時ね。自転車がある。
The power had been turned off the night we left.
がある。とりあえずここはガレージってことになるのかな。反応しない。
For the first time in years,
久しぶりに
I felt like I was home.
ああ、なるほど。懐かしい。そのままの。
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
記憶の抜けがある。記憶の、
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
膨らんでない。未だに食べれるってこと？アップルパイ、アップルパイ。ルイス・フィンチ。この辺の光の加減綺麗だね。ここにもなんかあんのかな。
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
あれなんかこういうパッケージなんだっけ、なんか映画でピクサー社の映画に出てきたようなパッケージじゃない？
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
歯が多すぎる笑顔。
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
私たちが去った夜のまま。
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
人間以外は生きている、そのままみたいな。これもうちょっと明るくした方がいいのかな。見やすくなったかな。
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
ED おばあちゃんね。なんか酔いそうだね。カメラぐるぐるぐるぐる回すから。すごいテーブルだな。
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
沈んだ最初の家の沈んだ最初の家の何？薄型テレビってことはそんなに古いあれじゃないってこと？ 本の背表紙がいっぱい書いてある。それっぽい。ハリボテの本じゃない感じがする。町内放送、市内放送。回せって、回せと。ちょっと回すか。どうやって、こっち、いや、だから回す。こうか。
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara。ここがさっきの場所で、時計があって、あるね、なんか。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
兄のミルトン。行方不明のね。
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
あの夜、何かが起きた。あの夜とは。そこ行くか。
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
全く入れない部屋。
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
ちょっともう一回。もう一回はないの。残念。イーリーおばあちゃんは何か言っていた。これ日本語じゃないと頭に入りにくいね。
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
それがそれにしてもそこら中に壁掛け写真やらがあるね。なんだここ。
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
これは良い部屋。すごいね。
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
ルイス。鍵、これ？これだ。
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
ちょ。どんな家だよこれ。ちょっとその前に。ちょっと今酔いそうだった。ちょっと酔いそうだなこれは。
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
んいや、これおか
As
し
a
いで
kid,
し
I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
ょ。いや、それはこれはおかしいわ。カ
My
ルビン
Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
なんかもう誰が誰だかわからなくなってきたよ。11歳ってこと？え？グレゴリー。グレゴリーは1歳？エディ、エディは、エディ長いね。93歳。50、49、40、59。違うな。49か。お、なんかあるぞ。
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
オーディン。この人ね。バーバラ。16歳。バーバラ16歳。
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
ほう。なるほど。ちょっと金かかった部屋になってますね。なんだか変な。そっちがあらま。
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
ここにもなんかある。これバーバラ。バーバラ。
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
バーバラ・フィンチ。子役スター。モーリー10歳。
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
早すぎでしょ。そして秘密の部屋に行くと。
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
ミルトンがここにいた。
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
お
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
これまでのこと全部がどういう結末に向かうのかも。
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
モリの部屋を覗き穴から見て育った。モリ。 森。
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
森の覗き穴に
Being
は
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
木の後ろに入ってる。ああ、なるほど。ああ、なるほど。ああ、ここがだからモリーは誰だ？一番友達になりそうだと言ってたのがモリーだっけ？本当にわけがわから
I
なくな
got
る。
the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
モリー・フィンチ。
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I'm starving. お腹がペコペコ。エディ。その前におっと
My Halloween candy was all gone.
うん。
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
ネズミの餌食べちゃった。
Mom, can I come out now?
It's
late. Go to sleep.
ほう。
I kept eating and eating.
いやそれは食べちゃダメでしょ
I ate a lot of things that night.
これ食べれんの？そして死んでしまうと
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
ツバメか
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
夢を見ているってことかなこれは落ちたらどうなるんだろうどうすればいいんですかどうすればいいんでしょう落ちれない
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
ほうほうほうほう。こういうふうに。なんか面白いね。そっちに巣があったよね。
The babies were all gone.
みんないない。ああ、なるほど。あらあらあらあら、ほうほうほう。おお、猫になれる。ほい、ダメだ。ん？
I jumped and I almost got her.
ん？
I could tell she was getting really tired.
あらあら。
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
そういう。いやいや、難しくない？おお。
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
いやいやいや。
Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark. rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
こうか。
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Tasty, really good. 本当にいるね、なんか。いやー、難しいな、なんか操作が。どうやって食べるの？
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
タコか。アナゴとかそういう系？どうすればいいの？これはなかなか独特な。いやー、ちょっとこれカメラ枠的にも、いやー、気持ち悪いわこれ。
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
人間の匂いがプンプン。いやいやいやいや。これは。
I was big, but I moved real quiet. 丸飲み？ I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
ちょっと引っかかってる。ダメだ。なんかよし、これでいけるね。なんか歌ってる。どうすればいいのかな。なかなかシュールですね。
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
ほうほう。なるほど。なるほど。
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
いい匂いはパイプの中に消えていった。さっきと違うね、進む感じが。うわー、気持ち悪い。カメラワークが。
I got closer and closer.
あらあら、怖っ。
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
うん。なるほど。奇妙な物語をちょっとずつ体験するゲームという感じなのかな。なんかマジこれはちょっともう今日はこれでいいかな気分になってきちゃった。カメラ用意したかもしれない。少し少しカメラ用意した感じがする。
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Hmm? 何？どういうこと？モーリーは猫なの？
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
母親はすべての元凶？
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
ルイスの
The
部
room
屋。
was like a museum.
彼女の部屋は博物館みたいな感じがした。
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
ノルウェー。もう
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh, 終わりか。
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
あっさりしたものですな。
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
へえ。お？なんかすごいリアル。このガラスはなんかリアルだな。
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
お？
There's a secret in this bathroom.
ちょっと。
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
ほう。おお。もう入っていっちゃう。もう入っていっちゃうのね。
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
ダメだ。カメラ。ミルトン。おお。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
ちょっと待って、外して、ちょっと待って、戻りたい。すごいね。ちょっと待って。
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
嫌いだった。どのあたり？
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
ちょっと
My
Yeah.
brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
気持ち悪いカメラワークが。これはカメラワークがきついよ。寄ってきた。他にないの？小生迷い。こういうこと？
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
ああ、気持ち悪い。
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
ああ、気持ち悪い。気まずい。
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
もう気持ち悪いよ。
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
どうすりゃいいねん。
The day he made up his mind to fly, and he did it.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
いや、気持ち悪くなっちゃった。ちょっと普通にブランコ自体気持ち悪くなるから、これは気持ち悪い。今日はここでやめておこう。
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
さっきのね。
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
セーブしよう。これセーブとかないのか。これこれ大丈夫なのかな、ここでセーブして。セーブじゃない、やめても。おお、今日はこの辺にしておこう。